Previously on Ballz.
Thomas, it is Ballz Radio. How you doing, bud?
How's it? How you doing?
All right, and you, man?
Good, man.
Good. I see the number is a UK number. Aren't you supposed to be in Canada?
Yes. I am. I'm on my cell phone.
Oh, okay. Well, all right.
Thomas.
This is costing one of us a lot of money. I don't know who, probably all of us. And you'll probably find Vodacom is still making all the cash. Well, listen, welcome. And what's the time in Canada now? Where are we? It's about which part of Canada are you in?
I'm in Toronto. It's 20 to 11 in the morning.
All right, not too bad. What a beautiful place, Toronto, eh?
Yeah, it's stunning here. I'm actually walking the course as we speak because I haven't had a chance to play a practice round because I only flew in from the UK last night. So, beautiful day here. Course looks good.
Awesome stuff. And it's what's a Canadian Open now, eh? That's traditionally after the British Open, is that right?
Yes, yeah, Canadian Open, sponsored by RBC. Yeah, I'm looking forward to the week. It looks like a beautiful golf course, nice, challenging, old style, and looking forward to building on last week.
Absolutely.
Congrats.
Yeah,
Well done,
congrats, guys.
Thomas.
A round of applause there. Absolutely great performance at the Open Championship. I just got to ask you now, before we get into the whole thing on swings today, is that what it? I thought that's the caddy's job. Walk around the course, have a look at the various things, and you just park off in the hotel and take it easy, and he comes back and gives you a report back.
It's not that easy, I know. We don't have caddies like you have, Darren.
Okay, sorry. yeah.
Normally, my caddy has already walked it twice, but unfortunately, I got a last-minute invite into the event, so I haven't had a chance to play it. So I'm just walking it before around tomorrow, just to get an idea of where to hit the golf ball.
Yeah, well, Johnny was saying there was something about you were kind of confused as to whether you were supposed to be there or not. So did you just go just in case?
No, what happened is the sponsor had wanted me to play for the last week, but they had some discrepancy with the tour as to where the invites were going. So I only found out last minute. I got a call on Monday afternoon when I was sitting in London to say that I was in. So I had to hop on the first flight out for Tuesday morning.
All right. How did that?
Unfortunately, didn't get to play a practice round.
Yeah. How did that message go down? Considering you must have celebrated not only your performance, but I'm sure that you probably celebrated Ernie's win as well. So that call must have come like a ton of bricks on top of you to say, now you got to schlep to Canada.
Yeah, I mean, I think we went to bed at 5 o'clock in the morning on Monday, and went to Ernie's place after his great win on Sunday. So we had as Ernie called it, a lack of chaos, and we got up around lunchtime on Monday and got the call shortly after that. So it was a quick pack of the bags and booking a flight.
There was a headline, I think, in the Cape Times today. Ernie, long and the short of it, Ernie off the source. I'm willing to bet that you've got information that disproves that.
Well, he's actually been very good, I have to say. He was off it for a while, for probably almost a month before the Open, but I think that's gone all out the window since Sunday.
Yeah, no, clearly. I think who was the other one?
I think justifiable.
Yeah, who was the other one who I think during the Nedbank Challenge also arrived here, and I think they'd also gone off the source, and then I think was it Lee Westwood decided now he'll put that on hold for a little while after winning it. So it does happen. I mean, there are occasions when you have to celebrate. And was anything drunk out of the claret jug?
No, drunk out of the claret jug. Yeah, there were numerous things drunk out of the claret jug, but it was actually it was quite tame. It was mostly red wine.
Ernie's red wine.
Nice.
But Ernie's red wine and Johan Rupert's red wine. He was with us. So it was a nice, in Ernie's sense, it was a very quiet evening in comparison to what I hear it was like when he won the Open the first time in Muirfield in 2002.
Yeah, well, I mean, that party only stopped, I think, a week before this Open. So, yeah. Well, let's talk about your performance, Thomas. I've had the pleasure of actually playing around when you've been on the golf course at the Telkom PGA, and I mean, it's just fabulous to watch you play. And I know some of the comments there were going that is another it's going to be making it big internationally, and it's starting to happen now. I mean, that your biggest finish ever in a I think any tournament for you, coming in the top 10 in the Open Championship, particularly when we saw so many guys falling by the wayside at the end there.
Yeah, I mean, it was a great week. I'd finished 8th in the Open in 2009 at Turnberry before.
Okay.
So I knew I was capable of winning the tournament, and I went into Sunday with that mindset and got off to a good start and made a few silly errors around the turn, which cost me a bit. But I made another birdie on 13, and I still felt like I had a chance to win. I was only 6 shots back with 5 holes to go, and on that golf course, anything's possible. And we definitely saw that anything's possible at the end, because I mean it's a brutal golf course. It's challenging. You need to keep the ball in play. You really got to think your way around it. And when I played with Ernie on Saturday, I don't think the greatest of golfers played, but we definitely found the way to play the course the best by keeping it short of the bunkers and just giving yourself chances. And unfortunately for Adam, it didn't quite happen on the last few holes, and I think even Ernie was a bit sad to see it end the way that it did, because I mean, Adam's a great golfer, and it was unfortunate how he finished, but hopefully he'll learn from it. And I was just elated for Ernie because people have slated him so much over the past year that he wasn't going to win again. Yeah. And he's been a phenomenal golfer for so long, and people forget that he was the only golfer in the world to stay in the top 10 for, I think it was 10 consecutive years. So that says something, and I'm just glad that he got a chance to win again.
You're huffing and puffing up obviously a very long and steep par 5 right now.
There's a pretty big hill here.
He's going up 18 at the Wanderers. Yes, Simon.
No, I just wanted to ask Thomas. Sorry, Thomas, cut you off there.
Yeah.
No, I just wanted to ask Thomas, what did you guys talk about when you played that third round together? Do you spur each other on? Do you motivate each other?
No, I think the key is you're concentrating a lot when you're playing your shots, but talk a lot of nonsense between shots. And I think it's important. It's nice to have a friend to play with and be able to have some small talk and some banter between shots, just to calm the nerves and feel like you're really going out there and having a round of golf with a mate on a Sunday. That's the idea of it. And you can kind of do that when you've got someone that you know playing with you. But when it's back to you to hitting the ball, then everything comes back, and you got to focus and concentrate, because if you don't concentrate, you're pretty much guaranteed on a course like that to drop a shot or two.
Yeah. I mean, when you say there's a bit of banter there, because I mean, you can throw Ricky into the who caddied for you, by the way.
I actually had a Zimbabwean guy caddy for me, old Gary Deploy.
Okay.
So we had a pretty good time the week. The first time he actually caddied for me was last week. But I've known him for quite a while, so we got along well. But Ricky.
Yeah, I was going to say, with Ricky in the fray as well, I mean, I think there could be a bit of banter there. What do you guys talk about? Anything from the cricket to other stuff, or is it mostly about what's happening around you on the course?
I think it's mostly censored.
I can just imagine.
Some say, what's the difference between Ricky and anything else? And it's about 3 foot.
Say no more. I think we kind of get the pictures exactly what kind of stuff goes on there. But Tommy, I mean, do you mind telling us what how much you put in the bank there for coming in 7th place at the Open Championship? We know Ernie got £900,000. What do you pick up?
I think it was around 150.
£150. You made $1 million basically coming 7th. That is unbelievable. That's awesome, and that is.
How much tax is that?
No, don't start getting into the financial issues.
Yeah,
now.
you get nailed with tax, but Dan doesn't worry about things like that.
Hey, careful now, careful. But I mean, also, did you notice, just for finishing up with the Open? Did you notice? Were we watching on TV? There were a lot of guys coming down 17 and 18 who were dropping or double dropping. I mean, it happened to, I think, Louis had a drop and a double drop coming down. Then basically everyone except Ernie and Tiger actually played those last two under par. Everyone was dropping. I mean, they don't look it on TV, but you mentioned the terrors that course holds and staying out of the pot bunkers. So how did you finish the back nine there? What did you finish on?
I got one over the back nine.
One over.
Yeah, one over on the last 9 holes. But I think the tough part was they had so much rain the week before. I don't know if the press got wind of it back home, but 90% of the bunkers were filled with water.
Yeah, we saw.
And we couldn't get drops out of them or anything. So they were literally like playing like proper water hazards. So you really needed to try and eliminate fitting it into any of those on the closing holes. And 16 and 17 were the worst affected holes with the bunkers.
Yeah.
And I mean, 17, you got a really long par 4. I mean, I hit 3 wood off the tee on Sunday and I hit 2 iron in for my second shot. And there's some tough holes coming in, and I think that together with the nerves on the closing stretch is a recipe for a possible disaster. And unfortunately for Adam, that's what happened. And you don't wish it on anybody, but that's what a major golf championship is all about. It's about how you handle your pressure and how you can stay focused and stay calm on the closing holes. And you got to hand it to Ernie. I mean, he did that very, very, very well, and made a couple of birdies in the last 4 holes, and that seemed to be good enough, When I'd finished, he was 2 groups behind me, and I finished, and I said to my wife, I think let's hang on here, because he just made birdie on 18, and at the time he was I think he was 2 shots back, and I said, let's hold on here, because the last 2 holes are not the easiest, so I just want to see what happens. And at the end of that, I mean, I thought he had a chance to get in a playoff, but he ended up not even having to do that. So it just shows how challenging those majors are, and especially on a great golf course like Lytham. I mean, they really set the course up well.
Yeah. So what does that open you up for? I mean, you in the US Open already, or did you qualify? I mean, what does it open it? I know you say you won 150, but I mean, that makes it worth a lot more to you just from exemptions and things like that.
Yeah, unfortunately, the exemptions, it doesn't open up much from an exemption point of view. In fact, I don't think it gets you into anything, except for the Open next year again. Top 10 gets you back the following year.
I think you can get. I think you can play for free at the Ballz Club on every second Sunday.
I know Sasha Martiningo wants to have a game.
Yeah, Sasha Martiningo is keen to play you again.
I'm sure he is. I'd love to have a game, a little rematch.
Did he beat you?
He did.
He did. He beat me. He beat me on the last hole. Yeah.
Of a scratch versus scratch match play game.
No. He had lots of shots.
Okay, just checking. No, don't worry. He's reminded us about that numerous times before. I think I look forward to that.
I'm sure he has. He's put it all over my bloody Facebook page.
Well, Thomas, we're going to let you go there so you can carry on walking the course in Canada. It's really nice to catch up with you again, and good luck for the rest of your travels, and congratulations once again. Really chuffed. The 7th placed in the Open Championship, and one of our 2 South Africans, of course, in the top 10, the other being Ernie, who won it. Have a good tournament. We'll be watching in the Canadian Open.
Thanks, Thomas.
Thanks very much, Dan. Shot, guys.
All the
Cheers,
best, mate.
Thomas.
Cheers. Bye-bye.
Cheers.
But
Bye.
Thomas Aiken probably walked 4 holes while he was chatting to us there.
Yeah.
If not more.
You know what? I was going to say to him now, but thank goodness he's actually gone. If his wife ever wants to come and do bikini weather,
really?
we should definitely make our map available.
We the best on 3. 1, 2, 3. We the best.
2 p.m. to 6 p.m. Mondays to Fridays live on Ballz.co.za. Ballz.co.za.